Hello, everybody. Welcome to some more Star Wars Echoes of Eternity. It's time to get funky with it. Today, I just realized, God, I'm almost getting to Sam levels of really needing to shave. Anyway, hi. I just looked over.
You're not even fucking close, Cox.
I know what you really look like now, and I'm so depressed. I'll never
I'm gonna send you a selfie later.
I can't. Thank you.
Selfie.
You know what? That wouldn't be the first time. So I'm very excited to see that. But more importantly,
I actually can't confirm or deny that.
Yeah, don't even try. Please don't. So we are back at it again. Everyone's here. Let's do what we normally do so we can get this thing started. Please, if you'd be so kind as to wait 2 seconds while I bring up this and clear the pool and roll for me your force points. You were too quick, Pocket. You were quick on the trigger.
Was I too quick again?
Before he could clear.
Oh,
you were too quick. I'm so sorry.
It says that you cleared the dice pool, though.
Maybe you did it at the exact same time as me.
Yeah, I think I was probably too quick as well. I should reroll as well, Jesse, real quick.
No, all right, we're good. Oh no, well, you know what? It's fine. So I see that you rolled twice, Pocket, and then once after my destiny clear. So really, you the last one you rolled will negate.
Okay.
Bam. Done. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome back. Last time, if you remember, man, things got crazy. But thankfully, a hero was born, I think. And he did what good heroes do. Saved everyone at the last minute and took off like a badass. And
are you talking about us?
I think got the girl, I think, happened as well.
I don't know if he's talking about ULAGO or the other guy, but I did that too.
He can't be talking about Dash.
No, I wouldn't hype him up like that. That'd be crazy. So let's do this thing. Flight from danger. Discovering a secret Imperial construction yard around the planet GEONOSIS, the mysterious relic they had first encountered so long ago, things were finally starting to come together for ULAGO, Daeyo, Oda, and PR3. This time, when they met the 12th brother, rather than run, they stayed to fight, and their dark enemy fell before them, crushed under rubble and blinded by Daeyo. Their victory was short-lived, however, when they discovered an Imperial Star Destroyer and Agent Krenn were waiting for them, thankfully, with the help of handsome scoundrel Dash Berand. They managed to escape as he piloted them away to an unknown location. Where they headed and what they are doing, only he knows. Take the time to heal up. Since we have like a nice little reset there for your characters, take the time to heal up, do what you got to do, and we will start this thing. Let me roll a real quick roll, just, non-important. Okay, perfect.
I'm convinced no matter what you rolled there, you were going to do the same thing. You were just going to laugh.
So we can just delete all our wounds and strain now?
Yes.
Cool.
You've had a very long rest on a hyperspace jump. As you pop out from hyperspace, you see this blue and tan marble in the distance. Before anything is said, if you want to make any type of roll to see if you know what this is or where you're at, by all means you can, or you can just let Dash take you on a ride.
I could perceive.
I think
or knowledge.
I think I'd be way too tired. I'd just be sitting.
What are we in the Outer Rim?
You don't know that right now. You don't know where you're at. You could check the cockpit monitors and things to see if there's any information.
Or
Is
could
that-
I just look at Dash and be like, "Where'd you take us?"
Oh yeah, you could do that.
You could. Yeah, is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to ascertain. I don't trust this Dash, to tell the truth, to be honest.
I'm
Okay.
gonna ask him.
Is this perception roll or is it be like a knowledge roll?
You're perceiving what the cockpit instrumentation says, I think.
Okay.
Unless you just want to take a guess based on the way the planet looks.
I got it.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot. I'm fucking like blacked out on the console. I'm not doing nothing.
You're healed up. Time
Okay.
is you've healed up.
All right.
You've all taken you're all back. Everything's good. All right. Yeah, PR3, you recognize in the console that the monitors still say you're in the Outer Rim, but you're no longer in the Arcanus sector anymore. The planet's not labeled on the monitors at all, but you see that according to the hyperspace charts, it's located on the Corellian Run chart. So most likely, it's a place where a smuggler would hang out.
Outer Rim lore roll.
Go nuts. Yeah. You recognize that this is a pretty sparsely populated but extremely famous world. In your database, you know it to be Savarine. And Savarine is a world that is mostly large sandy land masses and big blue oceans, but none of that matters because it is most famous for Savarine Brandy. It's its #1 export that comes off of this world. The biggest thing that you know about it is that it is on the Empire's radar, mostly because it is where smugglers and underworldy types stop to refuel or process things from nearby planets that maybe if you had an underworld role you could know more about, but that's all you know.
I do have an underworld roll.
Okay, give it to me. How? Okay, sure. I might as well go through the whole list.
I put a bunch of points into knowing all the things because my master
Yeah.
would want me to like not be
You
stupid.
certainly know them. Yeah, so not only is it known for its galaxy-wide famous brandy, it's also known as being a place where if, let's say, you had some sort of fuel that needs processing, or you're messing around with coaxium, by the fact that it is a place where people would stop off either before or after making the Kessel Run. It is infamous for, being a part of the unlawful and very dangerous hyperspace route to Kessel. And there's processing plants here that process illegally coaxium and other highly volatile substances.
Okay.
A legally questionable planet from a legally questionable pilot, I see.
You say that to Dash?
Oh yeah.
Dash looks at you and gives you a wink. And that's it.
Charming.
To go practice her lightsaber. She's feeling chagrined from that last battle.
Okay.
Is there any kind of good practice mechanism? I mean, not everyone has a laser lightsaber practice droid, I'm sure, but is there anything like that on the ship?
Do you want to explore the ship? Or do you want to give it a look? Yeah. Tell me where you want to go. As far as you're aware, there are 3 main areas of this ship. There's a dining area. It's very lavish, but in that kind of gaudy, lavish way, in a way that says I have wealth without actually spending a lot of money. And then there's the lounge area, which looks sort of like a frat house. and then there was an area that you can only assume was for dirtier things because it had a bed that moved. So, you know.
That's what I need for training. Moving terrain.
Okay. So you want to go into that? That's the room you want to check out? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So you wander into this room, and as you enter, the lights turn on, and it's a reddish, pinkish hue, and some slow music plays in the background in sort of a weird atonal note. Some sort of alien romance ballad, perhaps. You're not quite sure. And you notice that this room has different closets and wall panels, but for the most part, the floor is some sort of shaggy carpet, and in the middle is a round circular bed that vibrates as the power turns on.
Is there, I mean, this is our ship now, right? Like, we want it fair and square.
Your ship.
I'm going to set about making this room into a training area. So I'm going to rip up the carpet, and I'll take the mattress off the bed and try to make it like a flat plank that I could stand on and use as like a balance test.
Yeah. Give me a I don't know if it would be athletics to do all of this. Do you have another option that you would like to use? Or I'll just say it's athletics.
You could ask me to use my flamethrower.
I feel like maybe it's an agility thing. Because really, when you're like putting together a room, it's more like, can you put things in the right place and like move things around and stuff?
Sure, you're Tetrising this room. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give me a roll for that. Let's see how well you do.
So I guess coordination, agility.
That works. Yeah. Great. You rip up the rug, and it comes off easily. It wasn't held down by anything. It was just sort of like laid on the floor, and you can see the ship's actual chromium flooring underneath. And just like when someone pulls a carpet up and you can see the wood, it's kind of beautiful. And you flip the mattress off the bed, and you notice it's a circular platform. That now there's no mattress on top of it. It vibrates and jiggles very fast. And
Oda
makes
looks
sort of
at
a
it
loud
skeptically, but she's kind of like considering, could I use this?
It shakes rapidly, and what do you do with the mattress? Do you just throw it aside?
Can I yeet it into space?
You can take it into the cargo area, and
it's a circle, so I'll just roll it down there.
Yeah. Yeah, you all see Oda in the background just wheeling a bed down the hallway. Do any of you say anything?
No.
Looty-doo.
No.
Looty-doo.
So you get to the entrance of the hatch. Are you just going to leave it there? If you open it, while you're in space, that could probably be bad.
No, like airlock situation?
Not on this ship, no.
Okay. I'll just leave it by the door, and I'll put a little sign on it that says trash.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You put a sign on it that says trash, and you go about your business back to the room. It already looks much cleaner, except now it is a room with soft lighting, weird atonal music, and this strange vibrating platform in the middle of the room.
Access the Muzak system.
Okay.
Is there like a galactic radio that it's playing, or is it like a recording?
This is a custom made mix.
All right, I'll just turn it off.
Yeah, okay. You turn it off and the room falls silent.
I'm gonna scout around the rest of the room. Presuming this is the kind of room that you're describing, are there any like little droids that could throw things at me that I could try to hit with a lightsaber?
What do you think went on in this
I don't
room?
know. I'm
Little
looking.
droid droid.
You tell me what's in this room. Like what?
Little droids that can throw things.
I don't know.
Maybe there's like
you
a
know what?
swing for no reason she could use to like do
There-
acrobatics.
I'm gonna let you.
There's got to be a whole bunch of like sex-related things in there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
There's
what
got to
we're
be some toys in here.
I will let you roll a perception check to see if you find any throwing droids.
Who knows what they throw though?
Nope.
There are no droids there. As you begin to dig through the closets, you find all sorts of outfits. Whoever used to own this loved to dress up, but you can tell that it probably wasn't Dash because they appear to be in sizes and shapes made for different species. Certainly not human. But you can tell whatever four-armed creature wore this, it was probably very sexy at the time. There are sizes that are like, for very, very tiny creatures and all sorts of strange outfits. You find weird devices and things, but no droids. Nothing that you...
Do any
most
of
of
the
it, you don't know
devices-
what it is.
Yeah, I guess I probably don't want to touch those anyway. All right, I'm gonna find like a box or a drawer and like gingerly pick up each of these devices and put them in the box and set them by the mattress and put another sign that says trash.
Sure. Yeah. Everyone sees you walking back from the room with another box now filled with strange devices. Do you say anything?
No.
Nope. I'm just. Oh, you mean them? Okay.
I think that like Daeyo, like I would definitely look at her, but I would just be like, whatever.
Yeah. From the cockpit, Dash sees you walk by and goes, "Oh, come on! Those are the most fun ones."
Oh, that's disgusting. Don't tell me you use those.
Oda points at the trash sign and keeps walking.
Dash looks at you, Daeyo, and goes, "Well, I didn't use them," and like goes back to flying. You come back to the room, and you see a much cleaner, much more Jedi-friendly room. Still, in the center of it, a loud, vibrating piece of wood.
I'm gonna do Jedi balance practice on there. I'm gonna try, standing on one hand, balancing some items with the Force. That
I think
like Luke and Dagobah, except.
I think after she walks by to go back in, that's when I'm gonna get up and walk by or walk in.
Yeah, you walk in to see Oda bouncing upon this vibrating mattress.
No, not the
And-
mattress. The platform bed. The mattress.
The
is
platform
trash.
bed. Obviously, my bad.
Gross.
Vibrating on the gross, super gross. Vibrating on the platform bed. You see her trying her hardest to stay still and calm and focused and become one with the Force as the feet beneath her jiggle and vibrate as she tries her hardest, eyes closed.
Is there an object nearby, like a book?
She has emptied out most of this room and everything else is in closets. What are you balancing right now?
I did empty most of the room. Is there like any other little item, like a shoe? Maybe I found a shoe somewhere, or
Sure. Yeah, you're balancing two different sets of heels.
Cool.
I take off my own shoe and throw it at her.
Do I sit?
I don't know. You tell me. Do you?
Do I need a roll for that?
I'm not trying to like hurt her. By the way.
I just want to see if she can grab it with the Force.
Yeah, I do too. What do I do?
Roll for me either coordination or athletics. Actually, athletics is probably the best one.
I would feel like that'd be coordination.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I have better coordination rolls.
Yay!
Yeah, what does it look like when this shoe is thrown at you?
Well, since it brought that much strain, I think it was probably like a grimace, and the shoe probably landed like, because I'm imagining, like I said, she's balancing on one hand upside down, and then one hand out, like balancing the other shoes, and then the shoe that Daeyo throws probably comes like almost to her face, and then she stops and holds it there and manages to hold all of them.
Yeah, you now hold Daeyo's shoe in midair with the power of the Force.
Right in front of your face.
And then I just ignore her. I keep doing what I'm doing and hold her shoe.
Yeah, Daeyo, you have no shoe now.
I take off my other shoe and toss it nearby in case she needs another one. Then I walk out.
Thanks.
As you walk back towards the cockpit, you see Gizmo sort of going through the boxes of objects Oda has taken out of the room. And just kind of
those. Gross.
Gizmo's like, like its little prongers like poking these weird things.
I wouldn't touch that. You don't want to know where that's been.
It like its head swivels and spins towards you and is like,
I mean, there's all sorts of things probably on those, and I mean some species are a little different than others. It just I wouldn't. Don't. No, not that one. Stop. I want to slap him.
It's like tug of warring with one.
And PR3 would walk in and go,
"That's a box labeled trash. Shouldn't you be in there, little one?"
That was not very nice.
Yeah, Gizmo goes back to not paying attention to you again and starts poking at these things. And with its little pronger, grabs one and tosses it at you, PR3.
"Do not tarnish my pristine exterior."
It tosses another one. This time it vibrates on the floor as it lands.
Is it about to go down?
Revolting.
Is this about to be the moment?
It picks up another and tosses it at you.
I'm backing out. I'm out. I'm out of the room. That stuff cannot even come near me. Covered in fluids.
Right,
meanwhile,
now pick it up.
Meanwhile, Dash is in the cockpit looking back at all of you, and he's like, "Stop playing with my toys!"
Gross.
Oh, these aren't yours. They're going in the trash.
He's like, "Come on, let me have fun."
You said we get to keep all this stuff. This is going in the trash.
I never owned it to begin with. What do I care?
I'm gonna let PR3 burn it all.
Great. It's one less thing I have to keep track of. Ugh. Oh, hey, looks like your friend's awake. Hey there, pal.
So you had a nice nap.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't comfortable on the floor.
No, it wasn't.
Color me shocked.
Where are we?
Well, I've taken you to a place that I thought might be helpful.
I'm not asking you, Captain Cryptic. Where are we? Looks at Daeyo.
I look at PR3.
There you go.
Looks at PR3.
Give a detailed profile of the planet.
So
I can't remember the facts, or I'd do it in the voice if I could.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, he informs you that you are orbiting Savareen. It is both part of the Corellian run and more illegally the Kessel run. It is a world where a lot of smugglers might go. It also is a refining planet that if you have any, I don't know, like coaxium or illegal substances, they can refine. And more importantly, it is 100% known for its brandy. Throughout the galaxy, Savareen brandy is considered top tier.
Savareen, that was the name. I was going to say Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Yes, Avril Lavigne is where.
If I had to make up a Star Wars planet, that's what it's good. The moon of Savareen is Avril Lavigne, for sure.
A once popular planet.
Yeah. This Canadian moon.
You know more about her than I do. Go.
Oh no, I don't. I know she got married, and I know there is a like a conspiracy theory about her that is hilarious. Something about how like there's
so complicated.
there's like a fake Avril Lavigne.
No, nothing.
Oh my god!
What?
Yeah, I read all about this. It's amazing.
I didn't even hear. What did you say? What did you
Reading
say?
Saw
Why'd you-
references.
I said, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated?
Oh.
Well,
Thank you.
it is
Thank you.
complicated, unfortunately. Yeah, there's a conspiracy theory about her where she straight up is
She
like
had a
not.
stunt double who
Yeah.
then replaced her as the pop star, and she just vanished.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the wildest theory. It's amazing.
It's so crazy. Yeah. If you ever want to go down the rabbit hole, check it out. Yeah, you explained to the group that you're at Severine, and Dash looks at you again, ULAGO, and says, "See, it's trying to help."
All right, we'll call it even.
He smiles. He's like, "All right, look. I figured I'd take you someplace far away from where you were. Maybe to a group of scoundrels that could help a group of scoundrels like you out. But then I remembered everyone in the galaxy wants to kill you. So I brought you to the one place you'll probably be safe. And more importantly, figure out where to go next."
What's in it for you, eh?
What's in it for me? I don't get my ass blown up by the Empire. That's what's in it for me.
Yeah, I think he kind of owes us after what we did.
Whoa! After
Then
you
again,
mean
we
what
kinda
I
owe
did to
you,
save you
but-
from TIE fighters.
Yeah, well, you're the one that buried yourself in the middle of a Star Destroyer.
Hey, it's not my fault. I knew you were in trouble and I came to save you, Daeyo.
Or did you just get caught?
On purpose.
The way he says Daeyo's name is like the worst.
Can I tell if he's lying or not?
Yeah, give me some sort of perception check.
Just perception.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can't tell if he's lying. In fact, you've never been able to tell if he's lying. You simply can't. The man
He's
is a
that good.
mystery.
I
Yeah.
was once a dragon who turned into a human.
And then I
Might be
turned
true.
back. Yeah. Yeah, he continues to say, like, look, I was just trying to save you, that's all.
Yeah, well, appreciate it.
You almost see a crack in his exterior as he almost thinks like, maybe you mean that? He's not quite sure, but he's like, oh?
Me too can't tell if I'm lying.
Yeah, he simply can't tell. The two of you cannot read each other at all. For him, it is a game of cat and mouse, and it always will be. So he begins to take the ship closer into the planet, and you hear over the comms transmissions droids requesting landing clearance, and he turns off the comms, and he's like, "We're not going where they've got droids, don't worry."
Our first priority should be to get medical attention for my master, who is in desperate need.
I hate to break it to you, pal. I don't think medical attention's gonna save that guy.
Some sort of attention of the relevant nature.
Okay, well, as far as I can tell, you've got a droid problem here with a master problem there, and he points into the back. You've got a Jedi problem even further back, and as far as I can tell, you have all the Empire on you. And, Daeyo, you've got all sorts of trouble as well.
Yeah, we need to dump this ship. We need to get a different one because I know what it looks like now.
You four go through ships like I go through ladies.
Okay, Mr. Steals a ship a day.
he looks at he looks at you, Daeyo, and gives you like a wink, and you can't tell if it's like I'm joking, don't worry about it, or if it's like I'm telling
You're
the
next.
truth. Yeah, you can't tell if it's either of those.
You
I don't
know,
need to-
Dash rhymes with trash. Get in the box.
He laughs and he's like, "Ha, I like this droid. He's cocky." You begin to approach the planet, and as you set down to land, you notice the area you're landing in looks kind of like what'd I do with that image? Oh boy, that didn't work out like I wanted at all. Looks kind of like that. Right along the coast, a small village and you can see that there are processing plants of various types that you, from landing, you can't really tell what exactly it is, but you recognize it as some sort of processing plant, be it for Brandy and maybe some type of fuel, but you don't quite know. However, what you do see is there are no ships around at all.
Is that from Solo?
Shh, it is. Shh, don't tell anyone.
What is this about?
Wow,
Don't tell anyone. There might be spoilers.
Spoilers.
There's a building and sand ruined.
Yeah, ruined.
This
Alright.
is certainly remote.
Look, I'm trying to keep you off the Imperial radar. This,
It's
trust
perfect.
me, it's where you want to be. And he looks at Daeyo. He's like, right along the beach. Get some brandies.
All right, you two need to just sort this
Finally
out.
have a
It is just-
vacation.
now it's in my space and it's bugging me.
Yeah. He looks at you, ULAGO, and gives you a wink, and you can't tell if this is him being like, I'm just playing, or stop ruining my fun, dude. You can't. It's that kind of wink. You can't tell.
I disembark.
Yeah. You open the walkway down onto the sand, and it lands with a. And as you come down, you can smell that. It has that beach scent of that cleanliness of being on the ocean, but at the same time, you can smell sort of whatever they're refining nearby. It's powerful, and it wafts in on the wind. But other than that, and the, I don't know, 30, 40 tents and pretty I'm trying to think of the right word, like ramshackle, if that's the right, like pretty messed up hovels. You don't see anything that resembles what you would consider society or civilization. It seems pretty low budget around here. But
Low budget.
but you notice that the facilities that are refining whatever they're refining seem to be very well upkept.
I emerge with Daeyo's shoes and hand them to her.
Yeah, I'll take them. Put them on, I guess.
I like that no words have been exchanged about this entire thing. Like, Daeyo came in, threw her shoes at Oda. Oda caught them with the force. Then later, Oda brought them back, handed them to her. She put them on and they left. Like, that's all that happened. I love it.
That's their relationship. Yeah,
Yep.
that's where they're at right now. Dash turns to you, Daeyo, in PR3, and he's like, well, if you want to check out the planet, might as well do it now.
I suppose.
Because
I'm gonna leave the
she
cockpit.
managed to balance many shoes and catch also more shoes, so she just skips off after ULAGO happily.
I
you are
love
she
that.
who balances many shoes.
I love that PR3 is the first to walk out of all of us, and it's like, where the fuck does he think he's going?
Well, outside, I guess, into the sand, because droids
You might
love
get
sand.
in your joints. You know, be careful. You don't want some protection? I'm sure there's plenty around here somewhere.
Yes, sand. Lovely for the servos.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna love it.
All the sarcasm.
So the four of you have all left the ship at this point?
I think I'd look at Dash first and be like, "Are you staying here?"
Yeah, he looks at me, he's like, for a quick getaway? Hell yes.
Just make sure we're on the ship before you do your quick getaway.
Look, of course I'd make sure you were on the ship. If you were here or not, that'd be a different story. And he gives you another wink, and you can't tell if this is him being like, just playing, or no, I will totally leave you behind if I need to.
Don't leave us fucking behind. You know I'll find you. And I walk out.
As you leave, he's like, I'm counting on it. You all walk out onto the sand.
You have way too much fun playing this character, by the way.
Yeah. What can I say? Look, it's one of the few characters I can play where I'm not like, Uchuta pata, no pato, right? You walk out onto the sand, and you see before you this small village. And what are y'all doing?
I'm taking along after ULAGO. I have no agenda.
I'm just following. I think I'd take up like the rear.
We must sweep the village for a professional.
You need to relax. You think the place like this is gonna have a professional for what's going on with your master?
Questionable reputations under the radar would also need many skills at their disposal.
So we're looking for like a medical, someone who maybe you can check this guy out, right?
Yeah,
Essentially.
Or a hypnotist.
someone give me some
PR3
sort
is
of...
basically just like, I need an adult.
As someone who knows what's going on.
Yeah, speaking of which, PR3, give me a perception check.
Isn't he like part of the yellow-eyed people?
He is. Who knows
He
how to
is.
cure that? Slap him around.
Yeah, give me a perception check if you would be so kind.
Heyo.
Ew. So, yeah, as you're like, we need an adult, it's at this moment, especially if this was a movie, that you would hear the laughter of children and kids playing, running through the sand. But what you don't hear, even though there are many, many people, anyone talking that sounds like an adult.
Oh, look.
Mm.
Oh wait, do we notice this or just PR3?
PR3 is the one who notices it first. You can tell everyone else.
There seems to be a disturbing lack of mature elders.
So look around, I'll be like, oh, it's your favorite then.
Sarcasm.
Yep. You're getting better at this.
Yeah, PR3, you notice there are like older people there, like the elderly, and you notice there are young kids, but you don't see any, middle-aged adults.
No middle ground. All right. Well, make a note of it out loud.
Sure. You're attempting to find a tent or something that looks like a medical something?
Mm.
I'm
that the
jarred. Every
objective?
time I look at Strippin, it looks like I've said something ridiculous and he's reacting to it.
He's judging you. I know.
I know.
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's the way
he
every
looks at me all
time
the time,
I'm
though.
taken aback for a second.
He just looks perplexed.
Like, what were you saying?
So, yeah, I mean, PR3, just based on your initial scan, there's nothing that says like it's a medical tent of any sort. The only thing that appears to be of an actual standing physical, it looks like it was built rather than planted there, like a tent, is there's a building that appears to have been something before that has been hollowed out, gutted, and now made into a bar of some sort, a cantina, if you will.
This seems the most likely place.
Are you going into the cantina?
No better area for information than a watering hole.
Agree with this.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And plus, we can all go grab a drink, except for you, PR3.
Obviously.
Yeah, okay. So you walk in, and you can see that at the tables are several cloak-shrouded characters, all of them looking very old, sitting there drinking various alcohols, but you can see most of it are the infamous Savarine Brandy. And behind the bar is a droid.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a hot droid? Is PR3 into it?
No, it's a like a droid that looks like a cylinder that has 4 or 5 appendages that pour drinks. So maybe to a droid that's hot. I don't know.
Alaga wants some brandy.
Yeah, Alago, you go and you sit at the bar, and the droid looks at you and says, "What will it be?"
Your geometric measurements are pleasing to me.
I was designed that way. Thank my creators.
Brandy.
One of the hands reaches out and grabs a bottle, and pours it into a glass in front of you, ULAGO, and then says, "Tell me when." It fills up to the brim.
And he still doesn't say.
When
It looks at
wait
you and
till
goes,
it's like literally about to overflow.
yeah. And it looks at you and goes, "Ah, one of those," and puts the drink back. And then it looks at the rest of you. "What will it be?"
We are looking for medical professionals.
"Medical professionals." He looks around and goes, "There are none here. This is a cantina."
Perhaps you would know information about the surrounding area.
"Ah, yes, Savarine, known for Savarine Brandy. It is a delicacy. Would you like some?"
You are no longer pleasing to me.
I'd like some.
Yeah, he grabs the exact same bottle, comes over, puts a glass down in front of you, Daeyo, and starts pouring and goes, "Say when."
Same as him.
It goes up to the top, and then he looks at the two of you and goes, "Ah, you must be crewmates," and puts
And then,
the bottle
you know
back.
what? One more. And I point to Oda.
Yeah.
He looks at you, Oda, and goes, "Excuse me, are you of age?"
Yeah.
Okay. And he just grabs the bottle. He puts a glass down in front of you. He pours it up to the top as well. And he goes, "Ah, 3 crewmates and their droid." And he puts it down and he almost like looks at the camera like, "Ah, it's an RPG," and like wink in droid speak. And he goes back to dealing with another customer on the other side of the bar.
Cheers.
I don't think we're going to find your, hold my glass
Thanks.
up.
She takes a drink.
I don't think we're going to find your medical professional here.
Should Oda be having alcohol?
Why not? After what we just did, sure, she's earned it.
Yeah,
Alcohol. I can have alcohol.
You're going to go from balancing shoes to eating them.
ULAGO,
In a shoe.
when you drink this brandy, it touches your lips and disappears down your gullet like you're drinking water. Daeyo, when you drink this brandy, you feel the alcohol evaporate on your tongue and you experience the moment of its deliciousness. Oda, when you drink this brandy, it is the most vile, awful thing you have ever tasted.
What?
You are disgusted by how profoundly awful it actually is. And you, for a brief moment, think back to a time when alcohol was chocolate flavored and made by a man named Cheezel. A better time.
Well, he just self-inserted himself.
There's one of those 80s fade-in, like picture-in-picture of Cheezel that just appears by my face, and I like look longingly.
Right. Yeah, as he looks down at you from somewhere out there, Cheezel's
Mhm.
there. Yeah, no, you all take your drinks and it's perfectly fine. It's actually like one of the best brandies, if you've ever had brandy before, Oda, that Oda has ever tasted. And if not, you are blown away by the fact that it's delicious, and not at all what you expected. It doesn't taste like some sort of grain alcohol or something you would expect to find on a washed up world in a washed up town like this. It's actually very good.
I still feel like it would probably be better with chocolate, but it's
Probably.
pretty good.
Yeah, PR3, you watch your companions drink. And what do you do?
I mean, I'm looking around. Do I see anyone else interesting?
Yeah,
Stand
you
out?
notice there are many figures at this bar. Most of them sitting alone by themselves at tables, with a cloak of some sort over their head.
Well, then, not getting much from that. All right,
Yeah.
then I'm going to stand up and immediately address everyone in the bar.
Nice.
Mhm.
Excuse me, we are on the lookout for medical professionals.
Yeah, they all
ULAGO's
look
drinking speeds up as he starts to do
Same.
this.
Same.
Yeah, you do that, and several of the people look up at you. And for the first time, you can get kind of a good look at them, PR3. And you can see that they all appear to be pretty old and very tanned by the sun of this world and this desert life. Even though you're clearly on the ocean, it's almost like a fun beach time. Everyone here has been, you know, they're all old enough where they're at that leathery skin phase of being like, I was a beach bum and now I'm like 70 years old, like that kind of thing.
Huh. I'm gonna follow up then.
Yeah.
Why are you all old?
They continue to look at you, kind of perplexed.
Children and elderly and no middle ground. What is that?
Yeah, as you continue to talk to this group of people, you can see at the doorway, some children have gathered and they're whispering about you.
Can I lean in? What is there anyone at the bar with us besides the bartender?
Yes, there were people at the other end of the bar. Yes.
Can I, while all the attention's on PR3, can I walk up to some of these people and I'm just gonna lean in and say, so where are your people that are about our age? Are they off somewhere?
There's no cornrows anywhere outside, are there?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No. You reach over and the first person you talk to, Daeyo, reaches out and grabs your hand.
I look at their hand.
Yeah, and they turn to face you and they open their mouth. And inside you can see that their tongue has been completely cut out.
No. Ugh.
I get on my comms and to the ship and I'm like, Dash, is there a reason they're missing their tongues here?
They're missing that. What now?
Yeah, they're missing their tongues.
Well, that can only mean one thing. They're on the bad side of someone way worse than me, unfortunately.
I mean, I don't think you're the kind of person that goes cutting tongues, but...
Oh, you think so highly of me?
I'm gonna turn off the comms.
Okay, be here.
He's here, John.
I'll be around.
I'm gonna take my brandy and walk out.
Okay. Yeah, you grab your glass and begin to walk away. The person grabs your arm as you try to walk away and opens his mouth again and like points at his like open mouth with no tongue and then points to the room.
Are you saying that everybody's like this?
He nods.
And did you guys do this to yourself?
He shakes his head no.
Was it the Empire?
He shakes his head no. And you can make out kind of like he tries to say something, but it sounds like
Was it a rival clan?
And he shakes his head no.
Is there something you can ride on?
He points to one of the kids.
You can ride on a kid?
Saying
I
the
wave a
kids
kid
could
over.
talk.
Yeah, he's like, he like, oh, and he points to the kids, and the kids you can see are whispering to each other about you.
I'll walk over to the kids.
Yeah, they see this giant, imposing, battle armored warrior approach them, and they begin to back away in fear.
I grab the nearest one by the arm.
Yeah, she squeals, and she's like, "What is God?"
Have you ever tried this brandy?
Lady, I'm
Listen,
12.
I'll let you try it if you tell me what's going on here. Why are the adults missing their tongue?
She looks at the other kids, and the other kids look at her, and they're all like, "Do it, do it." She's, the bad men came and did it.
What bad men?
The bad men, they come and they bring their tubes, and we make the tubes into fuel, and then the bad men take the fuel away, and they come back same time.
What time?
They were just here. They take all the mommies and daddies, and anyone who stays they cut out tongues, so they can't say anything.
Do they have a symbol or anything on them?
She begins to draw in the dirt. And the symbol she draws is... Let me see if I can find it. I have to scroll down through all this stuff. I have too many files in here. Oh my god. What did I do with it? This is... you know what? The symbol she draws, let me see if I can just do it this way. Because it is more fun if it's freehand. The symbol she draws in the dirt looks like a circle, and then there's a circle here, and a line, circle here, and then she fills in the bottom part. And you, Daeyo, recognize this from an earlier thing you've seen, which is this symbol. And you recognize that to be of the Crimson Dawn.
Did we learn anything about the Crimson Dawn besides they're just a part of the big Shadow clan thing?
Yeah, you know that they are part of whatever this bigger syndicate is, but you don't know anything other than in all of your time being in the underworld and all of your time dealing with anyone, it was like, avoid the Crimson Dawn. Like, they're bad news.
Great.
They are the worst of the worst, and they are now part of the Shadow Collective, whatever that may be. You still don't know. What you do know is that every cartel appears to be a part of it.
So when did they do to come back?
She looks at you and she says, 3 days.
Okay. I reach in my pocket and I pull out 10 credits and give it to her, and I'm like, "You're too young to drink, but thank you."
She looks at you and
Stand
goes,
up.
she looks at you and looks around. And she goes, "What am I gonna do with credits? Oh man!"
Buy something.
The kids look at you and they point, and they're like, "What are we gonna buy?" And they all run away like cheapskate, and they all yell at you as they run away.
Wow.
I'm not gonna give him anything. I'm not gonna give her alcohol.
Yeah, you find yourself alone at the front of the door, and in front of you the symbol of the Crimson Dawn in the sand.
I immediately erase the symbol and walk back in next to ULAGO, and I'm like, "Yeah, we gotta go in 3 days. Bye 3 days."
Dude, meanwhile,
No one is answering me in this bar. They are incredibly rude.
You should probably go yell it outside then.
Perhaps I will.
Yeah, I mean, there's more people outside too, so if you yell it loud enough, maybe they'll, hear you.
Sarcasm.
No, I'm being serious. Go do it.
Who has Daeyo's sister? It's not the Crimson Dawn, right?
It 100% is.
All right. Wait. Why should we go?
Crimson Dawn. All the adults are missing because they come here and pick them up, and then these people, all these elderly, they're missing their tongues, so they can't talk about it.
Okay. Don't they have your sister?
I don't know how staying here to face them is going to help that.
I mean, we can follow them to find out where they take everyone.
It's true. We can learn a little about them.
No, we can get your sister back.
Well, we're looking for a very specific ship for that.
Okay. This is a lead. What do you want to just leave?
Yeah, you're right.
The DM has clearly rolled your obligation in this scenario.
I
We should follow
literally
this.
just thought that. I literally was like, damn it, this is my obligation, isn't
That
it?
was your 11. That was your 11. Yep.
And that's what the chuckle was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We should definitely take this as a lead. Just every
How
time we
long?
go after that, and I get interrupted and I look at PR3.
How long have they had your sister now? Several hundred years. Knowing your family, she's probably in charge of them now.
You don't know anything about my family.
If she's anything like you, she's the leader at this point.
I wouldn't say I'm the leader.
PR3?
I think he.
Hmm?
Well,
Look,
What was
we
that,
got-
Anna?
Yeah, what?
I said that
Oda?
was a nice compliment to Daeyo, but then Daeyo
It was, and
like,
she didn't
I
even
think-
catch it.
Yeah.
but
Like the
I
most
know
offhanded compliment.
Daeyo doesn't want to be the leader. No, I think we should stay. I think you're right, but we're gonna have to be off the radar. There's no way that they'll know our ship. They gotta
Look.
know our ship.
Yeah, that's why he takes off before they arrive, and we sneak
Alright.
on board.
Okay. This could be very dangerous, just so you know. But then again, we did just fight another one of those, and I look at Oda.
Then again, we did.
Jesse, can I roll like a I don't know, skullduggery or survival or something to know if we were to sneak aboard a ship and something were to go wrong, like if we were to sneak aboard the yacht that has her sister in it, would we even be able to fly it with us four?
I mean, technically, any Star Wars ship is pilotable by just one person. It just
Okay.
wouldn't be well. But yeah, because most of it's computers and droid tech, so you'd be fine. You just wouldn't be
Okay.
able to, like, if someone started shooting at you, you wouldn't be like, we're maneuvering. All right, everyone get on the turrets. You know, you wouldn't be able to do any of that. But
Okay.
yeah, most of it one person can do.
Then I'm all for it.
Okay.
It's gonna be dangerous.
Everything's dangerous now.
These are people
right.
that they're not good news. The Crimson Dawn. You're definitely not supposed to start anything with them.
They have your sister. Hello.
Yeah, I know. But we're
Elaga's gonna
get
slap
on their
Daeyo on
team.
the face. Wake
I'm gonna
up.
try and block his slap.
I'm gonna need rolls for this slap.
Oh,
I'm gonna need a
God.
melee roll
Swear
for
if you punch me.
and I'm gonna need a well, you know what? It's only the melee roll because you don't get to defend. That's not how this game works. Yeah, I need a
Close
melee
mixed
roll.
up.
Do you slap?
It's not like a hard slap. It's like a wake up.
Right. No,
slap.
I just want to see if you succeed. If she blocks you. or
Yeah.
not.
Was it just a brawl roll?
Yeah, bro.
Just straight brawl. Yeah, you attempt to slap her and she like
I want to say that I turn my face and it's to the back of the head instead, like a Gibbs slap from NCIS.
yeah, you get slapped like, "Hey, wake up."
That was unnecessary. Fine. It's just we've been through a lot. I mean, we went from competing in the circus to whatever happened to you, naked in mud or oil or whatever it was.
I was a
And
world
then him
champion.
crashing.
What do you mean? Whatever happened to me?
We got to see it all. Just saying. Him almost blowing up the planet and running from that. And now we've had, how many Star Destroyers have we seen? I'm just a little cautious. I don't want to put all of you at risk. This is obviously my battle.
Hey, it's go time. We're all at risk anyway. So let's get your sister.
All right.
What's the worst thing that could happen? Oh no, the Empire end up fighting the other bad guys, and we're in the middle.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have to come up with some sort of plan to sneak on. Maybe
We don't
figure
know
out.
what ship we're trying to sneak on. How can we make a plan?
Well, I know one thing's for sure: our ship can't be here when they get here. So
Yeah, we'll have to send Dash away.
say goodbye to your boyfriend.
But I just remodeled my training room.
We can send the other droid with them, and you know.
The other
We-
droid.
Yeah, the
Poor
other
Gizmo.
droid.
Poor Gizmo.
Diet droid.
Droid light.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is there a way technologically that Dash could keep a beacon on us and like rendezvous with us at a certain time?
He could do something like that, but you'd have to give up your comm link for it. You could rewire the comm link, and it could be a beacon. Sure.
Wait, couldn't we just call him then?
You could. Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's arrange it with him then that he will wait for our call and come rescue us if we need it.
All right. Yeah. Do you go back to talk to him?
I think I would let these two. I would offer to go back and talk to him, and let them drink if they want, or they can come with me.
I didn't like the brandy as much as I was supposed to, so I give it to ULAGO. The rest of mine.
Are you going to go back with her then?
Yeah.
Okay, PR3, what are you doing?
I may as well go back.
All right. Yeah, ULAGO, are you going to stay at the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the three of you leave the bar and head back to the ship. ULAGO, you're by yourself at the bar right now, and you notice another group of individuals walk in. This time, they appear to be just like all the others, except instead of hunched over and sort of worn down by age, they are standing tall, but they're dressed just the same.
So they're old.
You don't know that. You can't see through the cloak that they're wearing. They look the same in that they're wearing the same outfits.
Okay. I will invest my energy into unabashedly staring at these people until I can learn who they are. They're the most interesting thing, and I really don't care.
They look back at you, and you can see that they don't appear to be the weathered-skinned elderly, but are two of them are definitely off-world aliens, and one has a face mask that you can kind of make out. But you just recognize it as a mask of some sort.
Okay. ULAGO just be like, "Yo," and cheers his whiskey glass in the air.
Yeah, they look at you, and one of them goes, "Yo," and taps his glass.
All right, cool. I'll leave it at that for now. But I mean, unless they want to initiate more conversation, he's open to it.
No, they are staring at you just like you were staring at them. They're doing the exact same stare that you were staring like as you looked at them. They now all three are looking back at you.
Yeah, he'll take a sip and he'll go, "Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are."
You hear the one behind the mask chuckle. They keep staring.
ULAGO will pick up his glass and just go sit with them.
All right, yeah, you go and sit down with them, and they look at you as you sit next to them, and you are watching them like this droid pour the drinks to them, but at the same time the droid's looking at you like, what is going on right now? And he really doesn't have a clue. He pours the drinks and walks away, and the three of them look at you, and the first one takes a sip and says, "Cheers." The second one takes a sip and says, "Who are you?" And the last one doesn't drink at all. He just, with his mask, sits there staring at you.
Name's ULAGO.
And why are you here?
I'll ask you the same question. I'm lost.
Oh, crazy. I'm lost too.
So we're both full of bullshit. Okay. He'll sip and be like, "How'd you get lost?" Understanding that they're both talking riddles now.
Yeah. He's like, "Empire killed my daddy.
If I killed my wife.
Well, shit. And he like toasts to you.
Yeah, I clink his glass.
Yeah, and he takes a drink, and his friend next to him takes a drink as well. Meanwhile, the guy in the mask still does not take a drink.
What's up with your friend?
He doesn't like to be seen in public.
Was he afraid of these old people who talk about him?
He's afraid of a lot of things, but not the elderly, I think.
I got something going for you then.
So, what are you doing here? He changes the subject back to it.
Well, if you're really asking me what I'm doing here, I'm going to wait here for 3 days. And then I'm going to board a ship full of bad guys. And I'm probably going to kill a bunch of them. I'm going to save a little girl.
So you're going to take on the Crimson Dawn, eh?
Or die. And he just finishes his whiskey and orders another one.
Yeah, this guy takes a long drag of it. He's like, he drinks it too and puts it down. And he's like, good people like you shouldn't have to die to people like them.
You want to come?
He smiles and he's like, no, I think not. They've already done so much damage to this world.
What, you from this place?
Like I said, I'm lost.
Gotcha. Well, if you change your mind, I'll be sat here for 3 more days. He just sips his whiskey again.
Yeah, the group of them stand up, and the one that you were talking to looks at you and says, I wouldn't stick around here if I were you. Bad things happen to off-worlders.
Leave you and me, buddy. Someone's got a bone to pick. They're gonna regret it.
And he smiles as he walks by, and his friend chuckles, and the third one in a mask just keeps staring at you as they walk out the door. Meanwhile, on the ship, Daeyo, PR3, and Oda come back. And you walk up inside, and you see that Gizmo has moved all the trash outside of the ship, dragged it all out. And
What a good droid.
yeah, chirps at you,
Oh, good
waiting
boy.
for approval. Yeah, waiting for approval as you walk in and points to all the trash. Is like,
I pat him on the head.
I go, good droid! And I like rub his side. Good droid!
yeah, and he makes sort of what you can imagine would be like a cat, but a droid noise, like, like whatever the hell that noise would sound like. And he sort of shakes back and forth and then proceeds to follow the three of you up into the ship while making noises at PR3, letting PR3 know that he's never been patted and petted by people before. So,
You know, I'm sure the walls need a good scrubbing after having moved all of that trash outside. Why don't you get on that?
you recognize that he's saying to you, you're the one with hands and legs. You could probably reach.
I can attach a cloth to your face and you can roll back and forth.
Inside, Dash is busy going through all the computer registries and all the different things, trying to figure out where the hell you guys can go next. And he's kind of looking at possibilities for maybe another hideout after this one, and a place to go, because clearly this wasn't the place to come to. There's nothing here.
Look at you trying to help us.
And he looks at the group of you and he goes, well, I figure one day you'll owe me.
I'm not gonna owe you shit. And I hand him the glass of brandy that I have.
And he looks at him and he's like, well, this is a start to a great relationship. Where are we off to now, Daeyo?
That's the problem. I think we're gonna be staying and you're gonna be leaving with this ship.
Yeah. Wait, you're giving me my ship back?
No, it's still gonna be ours. You're just gonna take it away.
Right.
So the Crimson Dawn visits every 3-4 days here, and they're gonna be revisiting. Well, here's the issue. The Crimson Dawn has my sister. We're gonna sneak onto a ship, but this ship can't be here. If they see this, they're probably gonna be aware of it, and now the Empire's seen it.
Are you trying to spare me from a fiery death?
I mean, we already did that once, did we? If you want to stay, you can, but we need the ship off the planet.
Don't worry, I don't want to die fiery or otherwise. I'll leave.
Yeah, we'll
You
stay
know,
on
I'm fully
comm.
licensed by the Empire to perform matrimonial ceremonies if you two would enjoy that.
You see, you've got a licensed droid priest. I'm just saying, you wouldn't be the first person I've married.
I'm not going to be a person you marry.
I didn't say they were all persons. I don't even know what that means.
What the fuck was that?
I don't even know what that means. I imagine he married a droid. I don't know. He's done. Maybe he married some sort of alien fish. I have no clue.
I look at PR3 and I'm like, see, you're not safe either.
I'm backing away.
Listen, we need you to take this away, but stay on comm. Stay in communication in case we need a getaway.
He looks at you and goes, all right, you know I'm always just a phone call away.
Yeah, this time don't sneak onto a Star Destroyer, though.
This time don't trade me a wanted ship. Oh, wait. And he looks at you and winks. He's like, I'll be around.
It's supposed to help you. See, you did get I told you got captured. You didn't willingly go on there. You're a liar.
I'm just saying, if you can get captured once, you can get captured twice.
Yeah, you can get we have been the ones wanted, and even we haven't gotten captured yet. I'm throwing it out there.
Well,
you'll get better. You'll get on my level one day. And I pat him on the shoulder.
He looks up at you and he's like, oh, teacher's pet. And he goes back to playing with the numbers and the dials, and he's like, all right, get off my damn ship so I can get out of here.
Fine. You don't need to leave yet. You still got 3 more days, 2.5, I guess.
You trying to keep me around? It's better I get out of here sooner than later.
Well, we still need to find a place to hide after this, don't we?
Well, you know where I'm at. And he taps his comlink.
I look at Oda. I mean, she's the smuggler and all. You think that's fine? Just let the ship go now? We're not gonna... I guess maybe they have an inn.
I think it's fine. What do you think, Daeyo? Your instincts will serve us better here than mine. And I look at Dash meaningfully.
I immediately go to the medical area and start pulling out a few stim packs. Some pills that I don't know what they do. And then I stuff them in my pockets.
Yeah, I'll mark you down. We'll roll. We'll roll and see what you get. What's the roll do? Right. You get 1 stim pack.
Okay.
And you get 1 roll of bandages.
Okay.
And bandages. We'll add it to my list of things you have. Okay, yeah. The only other thing to worry about now is you have a man with yellow eyes and a droid and a weird box filled with a strange artifact.
I would... Oh, man, we can't, just take the box. So as soon as we take it out of the box... How big is the box? The box is huge, isn't it?
The box that is like this. It's like
no, because we have it in the box. That makes it not make noise or whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, no, when you put it in the box itself, when you put the artifact in the box, it stopped making noise.
Yeah, so if we take it out again, it's probably gonna start.
Well, the actual case that it comes in When you put the artifact in, it's fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I know what you're saying now. Okay.
Mhm.
Well then, I guess I would take it out and put it in my backpack.
Okay.
I don't. I look up here there and like I don't know what to do with him, but I don't think he's gonna be safe sneaking onto Crimson Dawn ship.
We could always weekend at Bernie's him, and like get some glasses and put them on our shoulders and walk like he's a little drunk at Brandy.
Look, you can leave him with me, but I won't make any promises about his safety.
You don't mean you're going to do things to him, are you?
I threw away all
Whoa.
of those toys. It's okay. Don't worry.
Calm down, droid. I know he's your master and everything, but I'll let him do that to you, my friend.
His safety is of the utmost importance.
Yeah, I bet. All right, well, we're fine. Don't worry.
Utmost.
I'll just go hide somewhere.
All right, well, when you need us, just give me a call.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, and he just goes back to work. He doesn't even give you a farewell flirt or anything. He just goes back to work
Whoa.
landing.
Ooh,
Playing
is this
hard to
different?
get.
Is this different? Am I getting
Doesn't
am I
say
getting a
anything.
cold shoulder?
Are you
Yeah.
offended?
He doesn't say anything. He just goes back to work.
Do you realize deep down you need his affection?
Mm.
Absolutely
Do
not.
you want to go up and hit him and then run away?
Do you have any bubble gum you want to put in his hair? Does that help?
You're welcome for the drink, by the way. And I walk out.
As you walk away, he sort of cheers you with the drink. He holds it up, but doesn't look back to see if you've acknowledged it.
Because he's too cool for that shit.
He's
Mhm.
too cool for that shit. Maybe he's trying to play you. You don't know. You don't know. You can't read him.
I feel a little
Maybe he's
insecure
playing
right now.
games.
I feel a little insecure. Stop it, Jesse. Stop.
You can't tell.
Stop it.
The group of you begin to walk down the plank back onto the sand, and Gizmo on the ship kind of looks at you. He's like, wow, wow, wow. PR3, you recognize
shit, I
that to be
forgot
like,
about
do you want to?
Gizmo.
Yeah, he's like, do you want to come? He's asking, should I come with you?
Wait, what are we gonna do with Gizmo? PR3, you don't get an answer.
Well, he could be very useful on a ship.
I
But
can
he's
be
not
very
very
useful on a
mobile.
ship.
Yeah, you want to stay on the ship too, PR3? No, you don't get it. You don't get that option. I'm not even gonna pose that sarcastically. I peek my head back in and go, listen. Do you want to keep the droid?
And he
I'm
looks
gonna
down
sit
at Gizmo and he's like, my new best friend. Hell yes, I do. And
Hang
Gizmo's
on.
like, wow, wow, wow.
I'm not there, am I?
No.
No, you're still at the bar.
You guys are the worst.
No, I'm
Gizmo
not.
a hug, and I say, "Don't forget about us.
Nah,
See you soon."
absolutely not. Gizmo, you're coming with us.
What?
Gizmo looks at Oda and looks at you, Daeyo, and it's like, wow, 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 wow.
And I
I'm
like,
so confused.
I
I
look
thought we were
at,
leaving him.
I look at Dash, and I give him the equivalent of the middle finger.
Ooh, it's she's taking the dog after the breakup.
Uh huh.
He looks at you and he's like, all right, what do I have to do to get the droid to stay? I need a co-pilot.
Oh, you need a co-pilot now, huh?
What can I say? It's lonely in space.
Got the upper hand. Do it.
What do you mean I have Pierre? You can add some input here.
I'm not saving you.
I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, what are you
Uh-huh.
gonna do? It's lonely in
Mhm.
space.
It's lonely in space. He just wants someone to talk to. Y'all saw one vibrating bed and now everything's perverted.
Mm-hmm.
You can always calms us if you want it. If you're that lonely. Didn't know someone like you got lonely though.
Well, I think he genuinely needs a co-pilot. Is that what you're saying?
You can't
Why-
tell.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's
really-
lying or not.
I whisper to Daeyo, I'm like, it probably is a good idea to have someone to watch him. And Gizmo's as good as any.
Yeah, but he's like really good at, breaking onto ships and whatnot.
I'm very good at breaking onto ships.
You're hit or miss. I think I remember we were in that one base one time and you set off all the alarms or some shit, and then you threw fire suppressant on us the other time. So I don't know. I don't want to say you're bad, but I want to say that you're hit or miss.
There were outside influences.
I don't think Gizmo would mess up that much.
I think he would roll into a ditch.
And you would fall into it.
Touche.
Yeah, Gizmo's in the background. Every time you say anything, Daeyo, Gizmo's like, wow, wow, wow. It's a little like clap. He's like, wow, 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 wow. Yeah.
All right. You keep him for now. You're giving him back. And you're giving whoever the hell that is back. And I point to, like, PR3's master.
Yeah, and Dash looks at me and goes, honestly, I don't think I want to know who it is.
Yeah, you don't. It's not. Just make sure no one sees him, especially the Empire.
Gotcha. Gizmo wheels back up onto the ship, and as the ramp begins to ascend upward, the last thing you hear Dash say is he says, Daeyo. He takes a drink and he goes, thanks. And the door closes.
He had better not sully the virtue of my master.
You hear the engines begin to roar on this bright, shiny chrome ship as it blasts off and ascends into the stars, leaving you behind.
I just look at PR3 and I'm like, what? He's not gonna... No, I know a lot about him and he's not gonna do that.
Good. The small droid I'm relatively unconcerned with.
No, he's not gonna do that with the droid either. Oh my gosh, I need another drink. And I start walking towards the cantina.
Yeah, as you turn back to the cantina, you see 3 figures standing there, staring at you. And one of them says, who was that just left our humble world?
It's our droid. You have a problem with that?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Congratulations, we all have problems. And I try to walk past him.
Yeah, he stops you, and he's like, excuse me. Your problems, we don't want them here.
It's okay, I'll be leaving in 3 days.
Is this the guy I was drinking with?
Yeah.
Would I see this?
Let's roll it. Give me a perception check. Do you see it from your angle in the cantina?
Let's see.
No, you don't see this happening at all. Yeah, he stops you, Daeyo, and he's like, we don't want your problems here.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be leaving in 3 days. They won't be here anymore. They're going to be on those ships that are coming down to steal your people and steal whatever it is that you're giving to them. Oh, and cut out the tongues of your people as well. I'm assuming they're your people. And I point
These
to the
aren't
people
my
inside.
people, lady.
And who the hell are you?
Me. I'm lost.
Is that your name? Lost? Who named you?
He looks at his friend, and his friend goes, and I'm found.
PR3, what are
kill
you...
them.
It's about to ask you. Sorry. Well, you're the one with the flamethrower, but I don't think we should maybe kill them right here, right now.
Can
Hey,
I just-
ULAGO! I like yell in around them, maybe.
She yelled for ULAGO. Does ULAGO hear her?
Great question.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do, ULAGO? You hear
Give
them
me
yelling
a
for
shout check.
I get up and I head towards the shout.
you. Yeah, you can. As you come out of the bar, you see that the 3 men you were sitting down with are standing there, one accosting Daeyo.
You looking for trouble, friend? Thought we got along swimmingly.
We did get along, friend. I just don't like what I'm hearing from your other shipmates.
He doesn't
what's
like
that?
that. He doesn't like that our ship took off.
I thought you were planning to leave.
Yeah, I am.
What? Your plan is to sneak aboard Crimson Dawn ship and be hero?
Hey, my plans are no fucking business to yours, is it? Because after all, you're just lost, ain't ya? And Laga's going to get a bit closer to him.
Yeah.
I point to the other guy and I'm like, and he's found. Did you know that?
They both laugh and they're like, "Is joke."
It's a terrible joke.
And they both laugh again, like, "Is bad." Meanwhile, the guy in the mask still says nothing.
Do they have anything on them that would signify like any sort of clan or the symbols?
Let me check. Give me a roll.
Okay.
And let's see if you can identify. Give me a perception check to see if you can see anything. And then we'll see if you can identify anything.
Perception.
Yeah. You notice that on them, on the one talking to you, you can see that he has underneath his cloak are different stylized leathers and weird straps and bandages and things that seem to be not meant for the bandage isn't there to heal a wound or whatever. The bandage is there, it's almost ornamental, as if it has been tied in a certain way. The man himself is a four-eyed alien with kind of like a white mustache coming down here and a big scruffy beard. And his compatriot, you note that he, the one who identified himself as found, he has like teeth for a necklace around, but also the same tied and ornamented bandages that are sort of wrapped in a special designed way. And you can see that is a yellowish, reddish Rhodian. And then the last person is someone that you simply, it's very hard to read them. They are almost completely covered in this tan cloak that most of the people in the village have, except they have a mask on and it's kind of got a reflective visor. So all you can see of them is kind of yourself looking at them.
Can I lean into the bar and look for the people I was talking to with no mouth and see if they're like looking at these guys in any certain way?
I mean, you're not close enough to the bar to lean in, but you can look at the bar and you see that everyone in the bar is literally watching what's going down.
Do they look surprised or like scared or like, instead of it being like fight, is it more like, oh God, what are they going to do?
It's almost like no one there isn't like a fight, and there certainly isn't a, oh no, this could be trouble. It almost seems like this might be an everyday occurrence or maybe something they expected to happen.
I'm going to take out my vibro sword and just swing at the guy in front of me.
Damn. Okay.
I was just about to be like, let's force, like, you don't need to see their identification. And then I'm like, and then the vibro sword just.
Yeah. So there you all are on our little grid here. And you, I think, are long range right now, Sam, but the rest of you engaged. And then our characters, we have the first guy, which is the one you've been talking to. This dude right here, engaged with you. And then this character right here. This dude. And then our masked individual, this guy right here. And you are going to swing with your Viroblade at the... Actually, it'd be more like this. You're going to swing at that guy?
Yeah, I'm going to swing at the guy right in front of me.
Sure. Yeah, let me... So you are... It's melee versus melee, so that's just 2. I
want to use the light side.
Okay.
I really want to hit him. Hopefully.
Damn, okay. I'll give you that upgrade.
No!
Yeah, you miss. Yeah, you take a swing and he dodges out of the way with a skill that you rarely have seen. You come down hard on him with this blade, and he just sort of like steps to the side.
I'm gonna
And he
pass
looks-
on that.
Okay. He looks towards the rest of you and is like, "Is this really what you want? We're simply asking you to leave and you want to fight?
This isn't the first time you've done this.
No, it won't be the last either.
I can't tell if you're protecting these people or bullying them.
Protecting them from outsiders like you.
So you attack and bully outsiders.
I
You don't
didn't attack
seem to be.
anyone.
Don't ask us if we want to fight. She'll fuck you up on her own.
Yeah, as you say that, the character in the mask pulls out a blaster pistol. And let's start this thing. If you would be so kind, since you're all ready to go, this is one of those situations where you are going to roll your cool under initiative, if you'd be so kind. Actually, let me do this. You're cool under initiative.
Wow.
You're really ready.
I'm super cool right now.
Yeah, Oda
My
is
shoe
very
ba-
cool.
What a cool
My-
baby.
My shoe balancing meditation this morning really put me in a good place.
You're ready to follow me after I threw my shoes at you.
Yeah.
Daeyo, ULAGO, and PR3. And then let's see what these fellas have going for them. It's kind of spoilers. You get to see their names, but whatever, who cares? We'll do this. 2. That puts him right below ULAGO. Let's go to this character. Ooh, that puts him below Daeyo. And our last mysterious masked person puts him below this guy, but above PR3. Great. Okay. Yeah, Oda, it's your turn. He pulls out his blaster pistol and points it at the group. What do you do?
I want to Jedi mind soothe at them and say, stand down. There's no need for fighting.
Okay. Roll for me first your force to see if you're using light side or dark side.
Come on, light side. No.
In order to do this, you'd have to tap into the dark side of the force.
No, I won't. I won't do it. Not for this.
Okay.
Do I still
So
get
you
an
mean-
action, or was that my action?
Yeah, no, you can literally just be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't fight, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I will try without the force to just verbally calm people down.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
roll negotiation?
Yeah, go for it.
Oops, I
Oh,
forgot to clear
hey.
the force.
It's all right. Yeah, you succeed, but you take some strain, and they all look at you, and they're like, what? What do you have to say? Not shoot your friends?
Let's go our way, you go yours. There's no need for bloodshed.
And if we let you go your way, Crimson Dawn comes, see strangers, kill everyone in town.
See us. You won't see us. It'll be as though we aren't here.
We know you're here. Where are you going to go for 3 days? To the desert? You die.
I mean, he's got a point.
The one
I had
place
just-
you could have left, literally just left.
I mean, we can call it back. It's not that big of a deal. I point to like comms.
So you will leave then?
No, we're not leaving. I told you when we're gonna leave. We're not here to
then,
fight you. We're not here to fight anyone in here.
We don't want to fight you either.
Crimson Dawn won't see us. Don't worry.
Yeah, especially if we get some of these fancy tan cloaks that most of you are donning.
Well, if you work the refinery, you get cloak.
That seems fair. What else are we going to do for 3 days?
He looks at you and he's like, "You, princess, you die in there."
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Listen, don't you want this to stop?
They look at you and like, "It will stop when we say it stop. We have a plan and you are in the way."
You let us stop it in 3 days.
The group of you are not going to stop anything in 3 days.
Well, I mean, you can trust me and live to find out. He kind of pats the gun he's got wrapped in a blanket. Or you can sit down and talk to us.
He looks at you, he's like, "I'll take my odds with the blaster."
He pulls the cloth back, and it is not a blaster.
What does he see, Sam?
Oh, he sees a fucking disruptor rifle.
Yeah, he looks at you and he goes, "You think you could come to this world with illegal disruptor rifle? No one would take notice, and you would not end up in trouble? Look, I don't want to get disrupted, but I also don't want the Empire to come kill us. I don't want Crimson Dawn to come kill us."
Crimson Dawn come every 3 days. The kids already told us that, so you're full of shit.
Yeah, and they already kill people.
They
and they
don't
cut out the
kill
tongues
us.
of others.
Look,
They don't kill you, Ryan.
we are trying to do something here you simply don't understand.
Well, explain it to me before my finger gets a bit itchy.
If you're here, everything we've worked for is ruined.
Well, then make us look like just everyone else here. Make us blend in.
And what do we get out of giving you our hospitality for 3 days?
We get it. We get off your planet.
Tell them they don't blow up with the
We'll
droid.
get your people back.
My people, you think they took these people? That the Crimson Dawn used commoners and peasants and factory workers to make soldiers? And then he points out to the desert and he's like, "They're out there somewhere."
Well, we know what they're doing to them. It's not soldiers.
Look, I don't know what you know about Crimson Dawn, but they are bad news. And if the 4 of you, and he looks over you again, he goes, "The 3.5 of you," and like snarls at UPR3. He's like, "If the 3.5 of you think you're going to get aboard the Crimson Dawn yacht, you are crazy. You have to get through layers of security.
Yep.
There is an elevator up to the first floor.
You got
You
it.
then have to get through countless party guests or
Keep going.
dignitaries.
Oh, to take notes.
I know, I'm taking notes right now.
Then where do you think you go? You go to, I don't know, the main deck,
You tell me. This is good info.
the hangar. There are plenty of places. Or you're
Right.
just going to stroll on into the executive suite like you own the place.
Not a bad idea. Where's that?
I don't know. I've never been to the executive suite. What, do I look like an executive?
No, but you sure know a lot about the inside of their ship, which has got me a little bit curious, friend. You sure you're lost?
I know I'm lost. I've been there before. I know what they do.
Help us then.
I can't help you if I'm trying to help others I care about, eh?
Oh,
Think of the bigger picture. You help us now, this doesn't happen again.
Here's the thing.
You save the whole planet.
Him and I have a little bit in common. I'm also trying to help my people. I need to get on that ship to do so. You need to make sure we're not spotted so they don't know where we came from or who we are.
Guess we ain't so different after all.
He's like, "And your people are what?"
That's for me to know. You can take a look at the armor and make your own assumptions.
He like looks you over, and he's like, I don't know what that means.
It's her sister.
Your sister is what?
Prisoner.
Prisoner of Crimson Dawn. Your sister is dead. Why do you even worry?
No,
She's not
I know
dead.
she's alive. She's too
Neither of your
valuable.
people. Stop being a coward and help us out.
I'm not a coward. I'm a cog.
Really?
A cog in
Hiding
machine.
in this shithole, he throws his arms up. Protecting the elderly because you couldn't protect anyone else. What are you? Looks like a coward to me.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he angrily shouts back to you, and he's like, I am no coward. I'm a cloud rider. Proud.
Prove it.
And he goes, fine. And he whistles, and in the distance, you hear footsteps approaching. But it doesn't sound like, a few. It sounds like a lot of people.
Is it my turn? Is it my
I
turn?
mean, you're talking to him right now. Oda calmed him down, so you're not in combat at the moment.
Yeah, but he has people approaching. Okay, well, I'm going to perception check, I guess.
ULAGO will wait. He wants to see.
Perceive, please. Yeah, Daeyo, what are you trying to check out? What are you looking at?
Who the hell is coming, and are they just like him? Are they armored or geared or?
Yeah, there are more. They're obviously, you can hear clanking of gear and armor, but they're coming through the crowds of people who are cloaked.
So you have a little mini army here to work for you. To fight nothing. To save nothing.
You don't understand, lady. I'm not in charge.
Who's in charge?
I just monitor this town. There are many towns on this planet, all very similar. We're trying to do something big here.
Oh yeah, and what's that?
What do you think you're trying to do?
Perhaps there's some sort of resistance.
You think blowing up a couple ships that land on your planet is going to change the Crimson Dawn, who are part of a larger piece of the puzzle than you think?
And he looks at me, he's like, I know all about this puzzle. This Shadow Collective.
Well, yeah, what do you know about them?
They're worse than you could possibly know.
That's not knowing shit.
ULAGO looks excited at all the people that have showed up.
Yeah.
And he's like,
ULAGO, you can make at least 4 more coming your way.
okay. ULAGO I mean, he never raised the gun anyway, but he kind of just leans on it. And he's like, we'll join you.
You'll join us. You'll become...
You call the shots, we'll join you.
I don't call shots. Like I said, I'm just a cloud rider friend.
All right, well, take me to someone who fucking does.
I can't do that.
Why?
Our leader doesn't like to be seen that much.
Okay. How do you recruit people?
We usually don't. Or they do something so bravely insane.
That's your first problem as a rebellion. You normally need to recruit people.
Well, we recruit scoundrels and we recruit pirates, but not people.
Oh, good. We got a smuggler. And
We're not really people either, I'm going to be honest.
Well, I don't know about that. You walk around with an Imperial droid?
Yeah? And a disruptor rifle? And a Jedi? And a Mandalorian?
He looks at you and he's like, bull pudo. No, you don't.
You could say we're not a conventional bunch.
Well, who is Jedi?
You probably shouldn't be just announcing.
Yeah, probably the worst idea. Yeah.
Which one is Jedi, hotshot? You Jedi?
No.
Look at
to
him.
the droid.
I put Oda behind me, and I'm like, it's none of your damn business who's the Jedi.
So
None of your business.
it's the blue one then.
Could be the blue or the green.
That's process of elimination, I'd say. Yeah, you probably figured it out eventually.
Hey, girlie,
Guys are
you
the
Jedi.
Worst.
You Jedi,
just-
girlie.
That's not. You shouldn't just see.
He looks at you and he's like, you Jedi.
I think ULAGO. If I don't know if you want to try and perceive this, I'm like 0.5 seconds away from attacking this dude.
That's why ULAGO's perceived that already, which is why he mentioned a Jedi, because if anything is going to get them to stop this fucking bullshit and be like, all right, you are definitely a worthy ally, it's going to be the mentioning of a Jedi.
Or you could tell them about the bomb and the robot. They could wipe them all out.
I feel like that's not really ally material.
That's not gonna help.
Being like, hey, can we join your team? By the way, I'm a walking bomb and I could immediately ruin your entire operation.
It'd definitely get them off our back, though.
I mean, look, I just told him what we are. See what he does.
Yeah, he asks which of you are the Jedi. He's like, he says, hey, girly, are you a Jedi?
I look at Daeyo and I'm like, what are you trying to accomplish here?
Not this. I look at ULAGO. Yep, I guess I know now.
ULAGO will put his arm around Oda and kind of like lead her away from the group briefly. He'll be like, how many allies do we have?
Not many?
No, we don't. But a lot of enemies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how do we beat the Empire?
This is kind of patronizing. Why don't you just tell me what you want?
It's in our interest to get a few allies, is what I want.
So you want me to tell them I'm a Jedi?
And add a bit of flair to it, too.
All right, I whip out my lightsaber and just get in a fighting stance at them.
Well, that does it.
I think you just see like Daeyo just like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, they all kind of like take a step back, and he goes, "Oh,
why don't you do the shoe trick? That was a little more impressive."
You are Jedi.
I try to take off Daeyo's shoe with the Force.
I lift my foot. I lift my foot too.
Yeah, if you do try to take this off with take it off, you'll be using the dark side to do it.
No,
it's not a reroll.
Then I won't.
I refuse.
It's not,
I'm not going to do it.
It's not worth the dark side to make a joke about Daeyo's shoe. But for the record, I was going to take it off and drop it on her head for fun.
Damn.
I would have cried inside.
Oh, it was funny.
That's why it would have been dark side.
Yeah, super dark side. That's the dark sideiest thing you can do. Drop a shoe on a head. That's her. She has boots, steel-toed boots.
Yeah.
She the end of her. She would die. Yeah, no. The three of them back off a little bit, and they look at you and they're like, you have a lightsaber.
That's what it looks like.
You are Jedi.
Can we meet your boss yet?
Yeah, they all kind of look at each other and they're like, maybe they could. Maybe they could do this. And he turns back to you and he goes, you know what you're trying to do, yes?
Yeah.
You understand? They aren't even like acknowledging the rest of you right now. They're all looking at you, Oda, and talking directly to you. Like, you know what waits for you, yes?
Yes. Great evil, keeping prisoner an innocent who is dear to us.
Not just great evil. Who do you think runs all of these? And he points to like everything around them and points to the stars. And he's like, it's not Crimson Dawn. The Shadow Collective is not just that.
Well, yet again, you're asking me a question you clearly know the answer to, so why don't you just tell me?
And he looks at you and he's like, are you prepared to fight a Sith?
She looks tired, but she's like, if that's what must be done.
And he looks at the rest of you and he's like, you must protect her. If you go to save this girl.
Buddy, we killed an Inquisitor yesterday.
He looks at you and he goes, one of his friends is just like, Poodoo, never happened.
Wait, is this some guy with the
Was that
mask?
Paul Lind?
That's right. He's one of the other four that came up. Yes. I don't believe it.
I hate him. I've decided. He must die.
I pull out the broken Inquisitor lightsaber and unwrap it and show it to them.
Damn, they all take another step back and they're like, she's Dreadeye. And
Dreadeye?
some of them look at you, and one of them in the back sort of gets down on his knees and starts to pray.
Don't do that. No, stop. Don't get up.
Can I walk into the bar?
Sure, you can walk into the bar if you want. They are no longer focused on the three of you at all. They're all 7 of them. Their attention is directly on Oda.
Come on, PR3, let's go.
You don't want to watch Oda become a god.
I mean, and I just walk away. I just walk into the bar.
I want to watch the groveling.
Oda's trying to pull that person to their feet. No, stop. It's the force. It flows through us. And she's trying to give them like a rudimentary like Force 101 and why you don't worship Jedis.
And make them do chores.
Yeah, the main guy walks up to you and he says, he sort of like walks up and takes your hand as you try to maneuver him, and he says, my name is Orfo. Don't worry about him. His religion literally is worshipping the Jedi. Your people are like gods to him. His species cannot do the Force.
Do I know anything about this species?
You know that there are many species throughout the galaxy that simply have no ability to access the Force in any way, and they see those who do as sort of like above being normal people and kind of worship their access to what they consider the divine.
Well, I'll take his hand then and try to symbolize that I'm no more divine than he is.
Yeah, you take his hand and he trembles and looks at you, and the woman next to him kind of smiles at him like this is a huge moment for him to touch a Jedi. And so he holds your hand and stands up and looks at you, and you see one tear sort of roll down his eyes.
I wipe it away. I don't say anything to him because I don't know what to say, and this is way too much power and responsibility. She's just trying to be compassionate.
Yeah, you wipe it away, and he looks and it's just like, thank you, and goes, and the woman that was next to him gives him a hug, and you can hear them, and he's like, I can't believe I touched Jedi. And she's holding him. She's like, they're hugging in the background.
I guess if everyone's just focused on Oda, she'll like try to find a stool or a rock, and she'll sit down and just like start talking about the Force, like reciting her Force 101 class from the temple. The Force flows through us, it binds us,
right.
Like just giving a rudimentary Force Sunday school lesson, because that seems to be what the situation calls for.
Yeah, as you begin to give this lesson to everyone, the masked individual who kept staring at you, ULAGO, approaches you and says, are you sure you want to sneak aboard at Crimson Dawn?
Now that you've mentioned it, I think it's a terrible idea, and I've changed my mind.
I detect sarcasm.
There you go. He like winks and slaps him on the back.
Yeah, you slap metal, and you hear like a. Well, you should be warned. We're not good at expressing exactly what dangers await, but it is not normal danger.
Appreciate the warning, friend.
And he like, you can almost kind of see a face through the face mask and sort of the reflective eyes. And he says, I'm warning you. Do not go lightly. This will be bad, especially for a Jedi.
Thank you for the warning, friend. He says that a bit more serious.
And he turns around, he walks back, and he goes, well, I guess it looks like you're welcome here for a few days.
Any hotels?
Yeah, he kind of walks back to the group, and he grabs the Rhodian, and the two of them sort of fade back into the crowd. And the main guy looks at you, Oda, and he's like, I can't believe a real Jedi. I thought you all dead.
Not all of us.
Well, you must have a great many stories. Jedi saved my planet during the Clone Wars. I can never forget their bravery.
Tell me the story. She like runs to him and grabs his hand because this is no one teaches her or tells her anything about the Jedi anymore, and her education was halted right in the middle of it. So when someone says, I have a story about the Jedi, to her that's like sacred. So now she's like at his knee being like, tell me everything.
Yeah, he tells you this story about a Jedi with a very, very tall forehead and a white mustache and his apprentice as they ran around fighting clones and leading an army of brilliantly shining clone troopers. Did I say he fought clones? Fought droids. Fought droids leading an army of brilliantly white clone troopers and saving his planet from becoming another factory world for the Confederacy. And he regales you with this great story of having witnessed a Jedi save a group of people on a tram that was knocked over by a droid battle walker, and he held it up with just his hand, even though he didn't touch it, and it was like an act of a god. And his people were forever thankful to the Jedi, and even when the Empire was like, the Jedi are evil, and they are, they tried to kill the Emperor, like, he never believed that was the case. He never thought that was true. The people he saw would never do that.
She is just rapt at attention and so excited and seems full of new energy and life after hearing that story, and thanks him profusely.
Yeah, and he thanks you. He's like, I never thought I'd see a Jedi again. And here you are, full-flesh Jedi Knight.
Well, I mean, not technically. I mean, am I a Jedi now? Do I know that? I mean,
I mean, you were a Jedi. I mean, you don't have a title. You were a Padawan at one point, but you don't have a title.
Did my like mountain training montage, did that like...
It gave you force.
Did Suhao say I was a Jedi?
It gave you force skills, but it didn't make you a Jedi.
Okay,
you levitate shoes. That's between like brown and black belt, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah. It's one of those belts in that spectrum. Yeah,
belts.
Yeah.
When he says Jedi, I'll say, I mean, not technically. My training was cut short before I was actually made Jedi. I'm technically a Padawan.
But you're a great warrior, yes?
I do my best.
And he looks at you, and then he looks at his friends, and he has like a little bit of concern. You've fought many Sith before, yes?
She killed an Inquisitor yesterday. He doesn't mention that. He did it. he tells him that Oda did it.
And he's like, well, it must have been some battle. I cannot even believe. What? Did you kill Darth Vader? Yes.
I hold up the broken lightsaber again, and I'm like, do you see this? It is the shattered dark side weapon of a twisted user of the Force. And if I see Darth Vader, not only his weapon, but he shall meet the same fate.
Oh, I believe this. I believe this very much. You are so strong in the Force. And everyone around him is like really impressed, and they're all so excited. And yeah, you can see that they're looking at you with admiration and hope that maybe you could be the one to save them all. And he says, I must go. I must report this to our commander. And he stands up and he's like, thank you so much. I will tell Emphas Nest of your great glory. And he leaves. And heads back out towards one of the huts, and he opens up the tent, and inside you can see a speeder bike, and he hops on it and zips away.
I tuck the lightsaber back into my cloak. I kind of give ULAGO the side-eyed look like, I hope you know what you're doing.
ULAGO's just smirking.
Yeah, the others look at you and they're like, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy you're here." They're all really thrilled, and you can see again they're all kind of wearing the same sort of outfits with the same sort of braided bandage look, and they begin to tell you about their leader and how their leader is this brave warrior, one of the strongest warriors they've ever met, a pirate leader, and truly one of the greatest smugglers and scoundrels the galaxy has ever known. And if you can help, oh my, just think of the things you could all do together.
Why don't you take us to your leader?
One of the others says, our leaders don't really like to be seen all that much.
Who is your leader?
Emphas Ness? Oh, truly a great warrior.
Wouldn't it be smart for them to meet?
No. Days like these,
your great leader and the great Jedi, so they can discuss strategy.
It's best that our leader remain hidden for now. With all the people that want Enfys.
This person is made up, aren't they?
Yeah. They're not
they kind of look at you and they're like, no, we all meet regularly.
Right. You and all
we
the
just
other
have
towns.
For safety.
Yeah.
We all stay separate.
Right. Just in case the old people talk, right? The ones with no tongues.
Well, that's not our doing. We're here to protect what's left. The children.
Oh, the children.
And they look at you and they're like, yes, the children.
Got it.
They're the most important thing here, not the brandy or the resources. They're like, looking at you with sincere honesty.
Clearly deceptive liars.
ULAGO just shrugs. Doesn't matter either way.
Whatever.
Yeah. And they look at you like, all right, well, Orpha will be back soon, I think, and maybe we'll have more answers then. But for now, we should eat. Are you hungry? And they sort of grab you, Oda, and like, would you like food?
Yes.
Yeah, they kind of just pull you towards the cantina. Inside. Chocolate?
Yeah, as she walks away, you're asking about chocolate.
Yeah, as they pull you into the cantina, Oda, you see Daeyo. Daeyo, what are you doing inside?
I'm like 4 drinks in. I've been the 2 that helped me earlier. I've been giving drinks, or I've been paying for drinks for them too.
Sure, yeah, you're sort of sitting there with those 2 at the bar, and they're kind of just pouring the drink into their mouth and swishing it and downing it with you. You see a large group of people walk in, all surrounding Oda.
I just sit there. It's her moment. As long as they don't pick up on the fact of what ULAGO said about me, I'm A-okay with that.
Sure. ULAGO, PR3, what do you do?
I require an oil bath. I have sand everywhere.
Well,
they all. What was that?
Oh, ULAGO just says, I'm getting on this free meal and follows Oda.
Yeah. They all continue going with Oda and ULAGO. PR3, no one pays attention to you.
Then I'll just stay here, I suppose.
Yeah, they continue to ignore you. You then find yourself totally alone as the random people that were sitting at the tables, the townsfolk, continue going with Oda. and ULAGO, this great Jedi.
I mean, except for the people drinking with me.
Yeah, no, they're getting wasted with you. They don't even notice. They're many drinks in. Yeah. You end up in sort of an outdoor kind of kitchen area where people are making some stew of some sort, and they give you a big heaping bowl of it, Oda, and put it down in front of you. And this old lady's like, she looks at you with eyes that say, "Eat, eat."
How is it?
It tastes like any sort of beef stew, but you're not sure where they got beef from.
It's probably fine. I eat it and I make appreciative noises.
Yeah, they look at you and the old lady's like, and she goes and she takes more soup and hands this stew out to people. She gives you some as well, ULAGO, and they all sit there and continue to watch you eat. Like they're just impressed Jedis eat just like them.
We do. We eat, we sleep, we poop, everything.
Yeah, they have a hard time believing the poop business, but they're in. they're like really impressed that you sleep. That Jedis need sleep. That's mind blowing to them.
ULAGO will sit next to Oda, and he'll, while eating the food, he'll be like, "Look, I know this is weird, and my wife taught me this, but sometimes your best weapon isn't the Force; it's just hope."
Oda seems warmed by that, especially imagining Suhao saying it, because now she feels this deep connection to Suhao. So she's like, I understand. And she then like reaches her bowl out and she's like, more soup, some of the best I've ever tasted.
As you continue to eat, Daeyo, you and the nearby PR3 hear a brung, 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 coming from your pocket, Daeyo.
I grab the communicator?
Yes, you do. And as you pick it up, you hear on the other line, hey, Daeyo, real quick.
Did you get in trouble already?
I am not in trouble, but you are in trouble. When were you expecting someone to arrive on your planet?
3 days.
Well, I just passed a ship heading into orbit right now.
I think for once, since I'm several drinks in, like PR3 would see this, like I just immediately like shove myself off the stool, but I stumble backwards and fall. Like, oh, PR3, where'd they go?
Where did who go?
Where did the other two go that we're with?
The other two.
I swear to God,
referring to Oda and ULAGO.
Oh my God, yes, of course. Do I need to say their name every time? Okay, can you point?
In a general that way direction.
And I look at the drunk people I was drinking with. I was like, do you know where this kitchen is? Because I am also kind of hungry.
Literally the only door that they're in.
As you look to them, you see that outside the kids are beginning to scurry into houses. And you can see that the older people are doing the same. And these two people look at you and notice that the few remaining people in the bar have also begun to scurry out as the droid behind the bar begins to sort of disassemble and kind of like go into the bar itself and kind of go into like a hide mode.
Shit. I think I just immediately push past PR3 and run out the door. I don't even bother like talking to them anymore.
Where are you going?
I'm going to where the kitchen direction was.
Yeah, you burst into the kitchen. You see everyone kind of around Oda as they all are having a little meeting of the minds and learning about Jedi and that Jedi eat food. It's crazy.
Yeah, so this is great. I'm glad you're eating. It's good because you were drinking earlier. However, can I just say we have bad news. Bad news. A ship's landing. I think all of you should probably hide. And then us, maybe our plan needs to get enacted sooner, or we just hide.
What was that?
I say, what ship? Because I've just been in here eating stew.
No, not the good kind of ship. The one that we're looking for. The only ships that land on here besides us, apparently.
Sneak on to?
We need to go. How's that? Is that better?
Oda puts her bowl down and follows
We need
Daeyo.
to go now. All
Jesse,
of you
the
need
guy
to go now.
that said he would be right back did not come back, did he?
I mean, it's only been maybe an hour.
Okay. Long enough to make a call off world, though.
Maybe.
I immediately get back on the comms. I'm like, did you see any symbols or anything? Is it a specific type of ship?
It was a yacht, a giant yacht.
Like a sex yacht, like what you're used to, or scary, like, no, fuck this yacht.
Whoa! It was a scary yacht. None of my yachts are scary. They're all super sexy.
Yeah, I mean, they're
It's
kind of
pretty much the same thing as scary.
I think you and I have a different idea of scary, but I mean, yes. Okay.
No, this was I'm going to kill your family yacht. This was anyone who comes aboard this yacht is probably a villain yacht.
Right. Appreciate you calling. I'll have to get back to you. I might die. Good luck knowing you.
That's the best goodbye you've ever given me. And he hangs up.
Good luck knowing you.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I love it.
Listen, he's the one that sticks things in droids, apparently, okay? It's an awkward relationship right now. We're in the awkward phase.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, outside you hear bells start to ring, like people ringing bells in the street, as up above you hear the sonic boom of a ship entering the upper atmosphere.
I want to look around. Are there cloaks, like the shit that they wear anywhere?
I mean, there's tarps and like fabric and stuff everywhere, but nothing made into a cloak that you could wear that is similar to what they're wearing, but you could cover yourself for sure.
Oh, I'm going to immediately just... I mean, if it's fabric, I'm just going to tie it around like, you know, a kid ties a sheet around them, but I'm going to tie it around like it's a cloak.
Sure. Okay. What about the rest of you?
I'm going to encourage...
I'll just ask some of my devotees if they have an extra cloak that we can borrow.
Yeah, one pulls one off of their own back and it's like, you can take this one.
I put it on and I ask if there's one that will fit the rest of my party. Especially the droid.
Yeah, they another person takes their cloak off and gives it to you, PR3.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little soiled.
The layout of this town, Jesse, if I was to go, say, 100 meters, 200 meters outside of town and just set up a sniper point, could I do that? Or is it like too flat? Is it just pure flat?
I mean, there are nearby sand dunes. You could certainly do it, but there's like no place to hide. So if someone spots you with like a good roll, you're pretty much out in the open.
I could just bring like a nice fucking or a shoddy like tan colored blanket and just put it over me there.
But I'm thinking like if you're looking through a sniper sight of something, or you're like maybe a reflection, like they can still spot you kind of, but they won't just see you. Yeah.
You can roll down the sand dune. The other side. You can just do a barrel roll down the other side.
Roll down it, yeah.
Yeah, ULAGO will tell Oda. He's like, I'm gonna set up a sniper point outside of town. Stay on comms. And he'll just grab like a tan blanket or something.
I'm gonna point to any lightsaber bits and be like, put it all away. Hide it. Immediately.
I tuck everything away. I put the cloak on.
You're no longer a Jedi. You're just a regular person, a merchant. We're all merchants except for you. You just stay quiet and under that blanket. I'm pointing to Pier 3.
Yeah, everyone around you begins to scramble, and you find yourselves, as you come up with this plan to stay hidden and be covered up, that you're alone now. Even the people that were like, a Jedi is here, maybe their fight or flight got the better of them, because they don't seem to be too thrilled about like, the Jedi will protect us. They're gone. They've all left. They're still scared.
For the best.
This could be that person that left could have called this on us, so just be careful. Don't trust anyone.
And we are still trying to sneak aboard, right?
We didn't have a plan set. You were too busy playing a popularity contest while I was too busy getting trashed.
ULAGO said
So-
the best weapon is hope. I was doing the hope thing.
Yeah,
Don't-
but
Don't
Here's-
speak to the Jedi goddess that way.
here's the problem with that. Not everyone's good. Okay. We gotta get out of here. Find a place to hide. See who these people are that are coming. How many there are. A yacht full of bad guys is all the information I got.
As you begin to make your way out of the building, in the distance, coming in over a series of clouds, you can see what appears to be a fin cutting through the sky. It's almost as if the ship is the shape of a giant fin descending in your direction. And it'll be there in a matter of moments. And that is where we will leave off today.
That's the ship we want, right?
It certainly is.
Good. About time we saved that sister.
Shit, that's the ship we want? I mean, I think Daeyo's gonna walk out of the building, immediately see it and go, change your plan. Immediately just gonna be like, wait, change your plan. We're getting on that ship.
We will have to find out next time. All right. Let's go through this screen, see what everyone's up to before our next episode in a week's time. I think we're good, yeah? Bike, you good next week?
Yeah, I think so.
Are we good next week? Isn't next
I'm
week
good.
Shadowlands?
Oh, yeah.
That's true. The Nerd Council has spoken. All right.
Wait, is it Monday?
I thought launch day was Tuesday.
I thought launch day was Tuesday as well.
You know what? Look, a quick Google search can figure this out.
When is
It's
Shadowlands?
Monday. It's Monday.
Oh, okay.
Monday the 23rd.
You're right. Okay, so I don't know what time that means. Monday afternoon. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, so we'll come up with something. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. In the meantime, Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Damn, Eastern. All right. So we'll figure it out. But in the meantime, stay tuned. Who the hell plays WoW? As everyone here's like, yeah, nerds. Single tier. Okay. We will figure something out, but let's right now go around this room and figure out what people are up to. Sam, what's going on, dude?
No, what, dude? We finally got internet enough to stream. So this week, I'm going to be doing a lot of Destiny grinding, mostly, and getting ready for the raid on Saturday. So that's what I'll be up to. Come say hi.
Yeah, I heard people were having massive lore freakouts about Destiny. I guess something big happened. And I don't know what, because it was all very cryptic. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, guess I'll have to go do a thing rather than read a thing. That's fine. I guess I don't need that many hours in a day. Anyway.
Wait, right?
Yeah, right? Anna, what's going on with you this week?
Tomorrow is the first episode of season 2 of Knights of Evening Star on the D&D Twitch channel. And that's a live D&D gameplay show. If you haven't watched it before, it'd be a good time to jump in. On Wednesday, I will be on Ven's show Guest House and be there talking about D&D and lots of other stuff, just hanging out with them for a few hours. So I'd love if you'd come and support. And then on Friday, we have our second episode of Extra Brains, which is the new brainstorming talk show that I've started with DJ Wheat. And it's a place where you can submit any topic or question that you would like some extra brain power on, and we will attempt to loan you whatever brain cells we have. So that's my week in its entire... Wait. Oh, and then also Saturday is Pawns and Patrons, which is the once a month 4-hour drop-in friendly Dungeon Crawl Classics show where I play multiple characters, and it's lots and lots of fun. That's on Saturday. Big week.
Yeah, wow. You are busy this week. All right. Well, I mean, good luck.
Thanks. I'm going to need it. As I'm sitting here, like, massaging my shoulder, trying to sit for more than an hour. I can do it.
I believe in you. Mike, what's going on with you this week?
What's up? I just finished Demon Souls, and I think I'm going to start on the new Yakuza game. Probably going to keep me busy for quite some time. JP, why are you? What happened? It's like he zoomed in last time, and then he's just like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to zoom these out." That's much better. Thank you.
Yeah, upside down too. It's great. It's perfect. Can't wait to see what it looks like when the camera switches.
Ah.
Magic! Oh my god, the man is a genius. All right. Pocket, what are you up to this week?
Listen, I also have a very busy schedule this week. I'm playing the pre-patch in WoW. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Look, having played the pre-patch, I understand what kind of grind that is. Don't pretend like it's not. I was like, all right, so what's there to do? And it's like, you can grind an Ice Crown and kill bosses. They spawn every 10 minutes. And if you farm, I was like, no, I'm good. I was like, no,
dude, I was exactly the same. I was like, fuck this, dude.
No, I'm leveling up other characters right now before it launches. So I have like 650s and I'm trying to get more. That's kind of okay. Let me just push my nerd glasses up right now.
Go on.
Exactly.
As a person who did that leveling before everything was 50, congrats on being smart.
Yeah.
I'm a fool, but I was like, I just want to see what all the stories are like. I'm an idiot. Anyway, hey, this week I think this week is if you want to see myself and Crendor and Benji, like we got a whole group of
goblins. You're disgusting goblins.
We're in a goblin D&D campaign. If you want to see all of us, Tomato, Bree, we're all goblins. And if you want to
tell everybody what your goblin's called.
My goblin's name is Cheezel. He is the smallest. He is the smallest of all the goblins ever. He has a giant cane that he stole from a wizard, which is actually just an old man, and he attaches other weapons to the cane to make it a better weapon. And he purposefully attacks everyone we meet. So every NPC we've met, backstory or not, gets attacked.
And does he talk like Cheezel from our campaign?
He talks. He has Cheezel's voice. He's like, hello, but he uses Gobby speak from Final Fantasy 14. So everything he says is in like that really messed up old English, but like butchered old English. It's great.
I think it was your last episode where you just attacked the grandma who was running an orphanage and then stole her cane, and then one of your goblin friends earned the title of grandma. Yeah,
well, she was so powerful when she fought me, because my character's whole story is he's trying to impress the daughter of Chief Big Belly, that he is trying to make an army. So he's going to make an army of orphans. That's what his look. It's great. It's a great time had by all. You should definitely watch that. It's ridiculous. Crendor literally only says, I hate humans. That's all he says.
And just loots, right? Does he just loot?
All he does is loot and say, I hate humans, and it's hilarious. The whole thing's so dumb. Yeah, you should definitely tune in for that. And all the other nonsense. I think we're gonna have a Mandalorian recap episode if you're curious about that up on the channel, where we talk about Mando episode 3, which was a big one for lore nerds. And so, all right, that's enough out of me. Let's get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see y'all next time. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze. We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze. Not enough time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze.
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
It's a professional broadcast.
Yeah, now sing music.
It's a professional broadcast.
Bring the strippers and booze.
It's a professional broadcast.
I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
It's a professional broadcast.
You